Hi, today we are going to have a look at lease agreements and we are going to understand how we can create lease agreement PDF files completely on automation. As you can see, I have created a residential lease agreement database which has got three different databases connected to each other. We have got the lease agreement database, we have got the landlord database, and then we have the properties database as well. All these three databases are connected with each other, and for every record of the lease agreement that we have, I'm going to create a PDF file one by one, completely in automation within this Notion database. For this, we'll be using an automation tool known as PDFOutput. PDFOutput helps Notion users produce PDF files completely in automation within the Notion database. So once you sign in inside PDFOutput, click on New Automation, and then it will ask you to connect to a Notion account. Click on Connect Notion, and then head over to your Notion database where you have the lease agreement. Simply copy the database title that you have. So this is the database title that I have on my end. So I'll just copy this, head back to the setup, click on select pages, and put the title inside the search pages field. You should be able to see the lease agreement pop up over here, and you can see it is already showing that it has already been added. In your case, if it is not added, simply click on the particular database and it will automatically get added. Okay. Once it is added up, scroll down and you will find the allow access button. Click on the allow access, and then the residential lease agreement database will be added to your PDF output account. Okay. Notice that there are three databases being used, so all the three databases which are connected to each other through relation properties will be added up. So once you go back to PDF output, you will find this screen where you need to upload a file or choose a template document for the lease agreement. A template can be uploaded through any format, like you can upload a Google Doc, you can upload a Word file, you can even upload a PDF file as well. Okay, and you can even add a Notion page. So for the Notion page, let's say inside the database, for every page of the database, if you have created a template, so if you scroll down, if you have created a template over here, you can utilize that template to generate the PDF file for the database as well. So it will automatically utilize the template and it will automatically create a PDF file one by one for every row of the database. Okay, so you can also add a template inside Notion page for a database and generate a PDF file. For this setup, I'm not going to do that. I already have a lease agreement template which I have created beforehand. So I will click on the lease agreement, I will click on continue, and it will automatically create a copy of the lease agreement onto my Google Drive, okay, which I can edit and start generating PDF files for. So you can see it has created this lease agreement document inside my Google Drive. And on the right side, I can see that there is a select database option. So if I click on the drop down, I should be able to see all the databases that are connected to my setup. If there is no databases being shown over here, click on reload database once, and it will automatically reload all the databases that has been added up, and you will be able to see the lease agreement soon come up over here. So I'm going to search for this particular database, that is residential lease agreement database. So if I search for residential, you can see the residential lease agreement showing up over here. If I click on this, it will start loading up all the properties of this lease agreement database as well as the landlord and properties database. Now notice that this lease agreement is connected to properties through this property relation property, and it is also connected to the landlord database through another relation property. Okay, so make sure you are connecting all your databases that are being used through a relation property, and that is how it will help you to fetch all the databases in the setup. Okay, if we scroll down, we can see that landlord properties and the lease agreement database is all shown up over here. The next step is mapping the properties onto the document on the left side. Okay, so we have a lease number, so I want to add a lease number over here. So what I can do is I can remove this field which is already shown. I will search for lease number which is shown over here, click on copy. It will copy the lease number value and simply paste it. Okay, so we need to simply copy and paste the element onto the Google document on the left side. Similarly, let's find status. This is agreement status. I will just copy and paste it. So all we need to do is we just need to copy and paste the properties onto the document. So this is the agreement type. Let me copy and paste, and this is prepared by. So let me copy few fields and then we will start generating the PDFs. Okay, then this is date prepared which we already had, so I will just copy and I will paste it. So you can search for all the properties on the right side, you can copy paste. Okay, so let me scroll down and see if we have more elements. Obviously you can add this landlord name, tenant name. So I'm just going to add this name over here so that we get an understanding. So if I look for landlord name, so you can see that we have the landlord name property, inside the landlord database available over here. So inside this landlord database, we have the landlord name property. So I'm going to use that field. I'll just copy that and put it over here, and you can see it is fetching the value from the landlord database now. Okay. Similarly, I will just search for tenant name. So I'll just find tenant name and copy, and I will put it over here. Likewise, you can map all the other elements. I'm just going to see if we have any more important fields which we need to look into. We have the date and the expiry date. Obviously, you can put those fields. Okay, and we have all the other fields that are available over here as well. Okay. So once all the things are correctly mapped and you're happy with the setup, and you're ready to generate the PDF file, before that you can define how the PDF file will be named. Okay, so in my case, my PDFs will be named as per the lease number that we see over here. So I will just select lease number. You can choose any property from this list of available properties. The PDF file will be attached to the PDF file column. So if you see inside this database, I have this PDF file column which is being shown over here. So all my PDF will be attached to this PDF file column. I'm already generated one PDF beforehand, and it is already showing up over here. In your case, you can define any other uh, like any other properties of file type which you can also use to generate the PDFs. I'm happy with this, so I will go with preview output, and it will start creating a preview of the document right inside this database. Okay. So as it is generating a preview, let us have a look of the lease agreement that has already been created previously. So you can see how it has already mapped all these elements with all the databases values and everything. Okay. So meanwhile, let us see as it is getting processed. So I will just click open this document, and we should be able to see the properties that has been mapped over here. So you can see the lease agreement number, status, or lease type, all these things are correctly mapped. And if you scroll down, you should be able to also map the other properties as required. Okay, I didn't map other rest of the properties, but if you see this preview document, all these other properties have been correctly mapped as well. Okay, so every element has been correctly mapped. And one more thing to understand is that if any of the properties are not coming up, okay, so if it is coming in this format, as you can see, this means that that particular database is not added up in the main database. Okay, so if you see in my case, in the lease agreement database, I have only added the property database. Okay, I have not added the landlord database over here. That is why it is not able to fetch the landlord property values onto the document. As you can see, it is showing up blank. So make sure you are connecting all your databases that is being used onto the main database, so that every property is correctly fetched and it is displayed. Okay. So let me go back to the database, and now once you are happy with this setup, you are ready to proceed further. Click on setup automation. Once you click on setup automation, it will activate the automation for you. So if you click on setup automation, it will create an active automation which is now ready to generate a PDF file within the database. It will allow you to also create PDF by using a button property. So if you want to add a button to generate the PDF file, you can also do that by following the steps over here. But this is only available to the paid plan users. So if you are under the paid plan, you will be able to utilize this button to generate a PDF file. Now, once this is done, if you click on start over and if you go back, you should be able to see your lease agreement automation being activated. Okay, so this is currently activated, and if it shows active status, you can now simply start adding more and more records over here, and you can start generating the PDF right away. Okay, so if I click on ready to generate, it will automatically convert that into PDF right over here. So simply mark your records as ready to generate. It will start generating the PDF file for you right inside the database. Okay, this is how simple and convenient it is to use PDF output, as once the automation is correctly set up and activated, you will be able to generate the PDF file right within the database. Okay. So besides this, what I also want to highlight is there are a lot of other templates available inside PDF output, which you can definitely check out. There are a lot of templates being added, and I'll be adding more and more templates in the time to come. We also have a contact section at the bottom of the home page. So if you go to the bottom of the page, you will have this contact window. Click on this, and you should be able to send me an email right away with your concerns. I'll be able to address them as soon as possible. There is also a chat bubble at the bottom left of the screen, which you can click and you can send me a message. I'll be able to assist you with any queries on the same. So I hope this demonstration was clear and helpful to you. And meanwhile, I'm just waiting for this PDF to be generated, and then we can wrap up the recording and you can start generating the PDF file for your lease agreements. Okay. The best feature of PDF output would be to also create a document a page inside a Notion database, and you can utilize that page to generate a PDF file as well. So it is currently processing this record, and soon we'll be able to see PDF. So now you can see the PDF is already visible. If you click on this, you should be able to see the output come out over here as expected with all the values being mapped. Okay, so that was it from the demonstration point of view. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.